What do you do when you keep hearing the same thing over and over from people who rejected you? I am so excited to get into today's dating dilemma, and welcome back to Dating Intentionally. I'm Talia, and I'm loving this series where I get to answer more of your questions here on YouTube, not just on the podcast, which you can listen to on any podcast platform if you're trying to figure out how to date without all the stress and the BS. If you have a dating dilemma that you want some clarity on, you can submit it anonymously in the form linked below. Let's get to it. I've been told by multiple ex-partners that I'm marriage material, in quotes, and they're just not there yet. They've also told me that they respect me too much and think too much of me for them to not be 100% in, but then I end up alone, and they always end up dating someone they're less serious about, at least from what they say, often for a long time. What do you think they're really saying to me, and why do I keep giving off this vibe? All right, so what do you think? Drop a comment below. I want to hear your take on this as well. Why someone would continue to receive the feedback that they are marriage material and the other person just isn't there yet. What does it mean to be marriage material anyway? That's what I'm curious about. My take? They're basically saying that they know you're the real deal, that you have high standards, you're showing up authentically, and you're not, quote, the cool girl that might let their bad behavior slide. That's one way to look at it. It could also be that they truly like you and they aren't ready to settle down and they don't want to string you along. I've heard this from a lot of people, who are dating and it's like, wow, I have met a total catch, someone who is totally what I'm looking for, but I'm not ready for a relationship and I don't want to string them along. That does happen. I was in that situation too. I was, the person you're describing when I was dating and not ready for a relationship. It's like, man, this person is husband material, but I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to settle down. I want to keep dating. And that could be the reality. They could be telling the truth. Or it could be a total lie. And they're just saying this because they're not attracted to you. And it just feels like a safe thing to say. After speaking with dozens and dozens of men who are dating women, something I've learned is that a lot of guys really are scared to hurt people. They're scared to hurt the women they're dating. And they will often call things off before the relationship really ramps up because they don't want to be the bad guy one day, which I know is kind of weird. It's like they're not giving the relationship a chance because they assume or they worry it's not going to work out and all the blame will be on them. And they just would rather not take any part in that. And women do this too. It's not just guys. It really could be that they think you're a kind person and don't want to hurt you. And maybe they don't believe they're good enough. Maybe there's a self-esteem issue here. Either way, rejection sucks. And it really sucks to see someone get into a relationship after dating you, especially when they said they're not ready. That's frustrating as hell. Here's something that might help. Rejection can be packaged in all types of ways. You could receive rejection as getting ghosted. You could receive it as something like where they're saying, oh, you're too good for me, so I have to move on. You could hear from someone that there's no spark. It kind of doesn't matter what the reason is, though. It almost doesn't matter if they're telling the truth or not either. Assume that when you're being rejected, people are saying and doing what feels safest and most comfortable for them because no normal person enjoys rejecting people, especially someone they think fondly of, especially when there's nothing really wrong with their relationship or wrong with you. It's just not what they're looking for. No matter how you're receiving rejection, all you need to understand is that they're not interested in pursuing a relationship with you, and that is your sign to move forward and look ahead at who's next, not ruminate on why this keeps happening. I don't know you, but I'm going to take a stab at this and say I don't think there's anything wrong with your vibe. You just haven't found the person who's looking for someone exactly like you and what you bring to the table. That's my take. I would love to hear your thoughts on this dating dilemma. Have you said this to someone? Have you received this comment that you're marriage material and they're not ready yet? Have you been in this situation? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you think my advice was spot on or not. Again, I'm not the only expert here. I'd love to know what you think. And if you found this video helpful, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe for more dating advice every week. And of course, don't miss the Dating Intentionally podcast for more deeper dives into topics just like this. It's available on all major platforms. Thanks for watching.